All right, what is going on, guys? UFC Fight Night, Walker versus Zhang is this weekend, and this is going to be my mostly only a couple fights predictions. This is the first fight that I'm going to care to watch. The only reason I care to watch this fight is Michel Pereira is always in fun, exciting fights. Whether he's winning or losing, his fights are always exciting. I think the most of the card, not all of it, but I think some of it, I don't know if it's just they're getting a lot of the fighters from that area that are fighting, or if it's a road to UFC. I don't know. I think it could be some road to UFC in here. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over the fights that I actually care to watch in this video. So I don't remember who Michel Pereira was supposed to fight originally. They backed out, and Kyle Dawkins coming back to the UFC on a winning skid now. I believe it's a 4-fight win streak for Kyle Dawkins, but he's getting fed to Michel Pereira. I don't think Dawkins is going to have improved enough to be able to take out Michel Pereira. Now, could he potentially survive the first round? And Pereira, he only has 2 minutes of cardio in every fight. So could he survive the first round and then win the second and third and not get knocked out? Possibly. But I'm going to be going Michel Pereira first round KO over Kyle Dawkins. And I hope they still give him another chance. He went on that win streak. He earned his way back. Took a fight on short notice. Give him another chance after this if he loses to Michel Pereira. Nonetheless, this should be a fun and exciting fight. Probably. Moving up to the next fight I care about to watch. And then it's Charles Johnson versus Loner Kavanaugh. This is actually a very tricky fight. I'm not 100% sure who I'm picking. I think I know who I'm going to pick, but I'm not 100% sure. What are the odds right now? Kavanaugh. Okay, that's what I thought. So, Johnson, notoriously, his record's a little deceiving. He's pretty decent. He usually only loses to grapplers. Okay? And that's how I think Loner Kavanaugh is going to get it done in this fight. The striking of Charles Johnson's pretty good. He's decently well-rounded. But I think Loner Kavanaugh is better in the grappling department. I think he's going to be able to out-grapple Charles Johnson, out-position him. And I'm going to go Loner Kavanaugh to get it done via rear naked choke. I think that's what's going to be the difference maker in this fight. Unless Johnson can stuff the takedowns, keep Kavanaugh off of him, I think Kavanaugh will be able to use the striking, set up the grappling, get the takedown, get the rear naked choke finish on Charles Johnson. Wouldn't surprise me if Johnson was able to get the KO. He's got good power for flyweight. He knocked out Joshua Van, who's probably fighting for a title next. So, yeah, but nonetheless, this will be a fun, exciting flyweight matchup. And it's like buried on the prelims. Like, it should definitely be headlining the prelims. Why? Why is this headlining the prelims? Why is this not headlining the prelims? I don't know. Make it make sense. You can't. Moving on to the main card. We have, this is going to be a short video. We have Sergey Pavlovich versus Waldo Cortez Acosta at heavyweight. You got the Salsa Boy coming up at heavyweight, beating everybody. I believe he's undefeated in the UFC. Kind of a very stick and move. They did do some grappling in the Robelis Despain fight to secure the victory because Despain has absolutely no grappling. That's why he's over there in karate combat. Pavlovich got nuclear power. Okay, I definitely give the power advantage to Pavlovich. As far as being more well-rounded, that's Waldo Cortez Acosta. But Pavlovich has an 84-inch reach and Acosta has a 70-inch reach. So it's going to be really tricky because Acosta likes to stick and move, kind of like hit a few, back up. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that against Sergey Pavlovich because I think Pavlovich has the power. Acosta probably has the grappling advantage. I don't know. This is tough. This is honestly tough. Because there is, Volkov kind of gave the game plan to beat Sergey Pavlovich. You just have to circle, stay away from him, and tap him at range. And the Salsa Boy likes to do that, especially with leg kicks. He can be beating up the lead leg of Sergey Pavlovich. I'm a little worried. What are the odds? I bet you Pavlovich is a favorite. He's a heavy favorite. I'm going to go Waldo Cortez Acosta. Reason being, I know there's a ginormous reach disadvantage for Acosta. I think he's going to move a lot better than Pavlovich. I think he's going to be able to stick and move and kind of just tap, 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 get out of the way of Pavlovich's big shots. And I think he has the grappling advantage in this fight. Could I be wrong? Yes. Have I been wrong before? Yes. I'm just not that, like, outside of his power, he's shown in previous fights, Pavlovich, that if he cannot knock you out, he gets frustrated. And, you know, Southpaw's going to be dancing around, probably making fun of him, peppering him with shots here and there. And I think that's going to get in Pavlovich's head and affect him in the fight. So I'm going to go Waldo Cortez Acosta to get it done via decision. I think he primarily wins most of his fights via decision anyway. Moving up the card, the co-main event. Decent fight right here. We got Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. Both coming off of losses. But Aljamain's getting a step up in the rankings. Probably because he had such a competitive fight with whatever his name is. I can't think of his name. Mobsar. This fight's kind of tricky. I think they're both kind of older. I think Aljo's older than Ortega, if I remember correctly. I know they've trained together before. I can't remember which fight Aljo was doing. I remember watching his YouTube channel, and he was training with Ortega while Aljo was the champion. So they've trained together before. Both very good in the grappling department. Aljamain definitely has the wrestling advantage over Brian Ortega. As far as the striking advantage, I think Ortega has better boxing. I think Sterling has better kicks. So I'm going to go Aljamain Sterling to get it done via decision. I don't think he's going to be able to submit Brian Ortega. That's very unlikely. Same for Brian Ortega. I don't think he's going to be able to submit Aljamain Sterling. So this could be a striking match on the feet, and the grappling can kind of cancel each other out. I think it's going to be the kicks of Aljamain Sterling is going to be able to keep Brian Ortega back and not let him implement his game plan. So I think we're going to see Aljo get it done via decision. I don't see him finishing Brian Ortega with strikes. He's not known for like his nuclear power or anything, or either one really. But if he can get Brian Ortega's back, I don't know if he'll be able to submit him, but I think he'll be able to keep the position. So if he's able to get him up against the fence, trip him up, take his back, I think he can keep the position and definitely win the round, but not finish. Brian Ortega be a submission. So Aljamain Sterling via decision with the kicks and the wrestling. A little bit of the wrestling. Moving on. Main event. Johnny Walker versus Zhang Mingyang. I'm not really too excited for this main event. I'm just covering it because it's the main event. Really not too excited for this fight. I think this is probably going to be a Zhang Mingyang first round KO over Johnny Walker. Mean KO. Could Walker do the same thing to Zhang Mingyang? Yes. Johnny Walker, explosive, one-punch knockout power. Mingyang, one-punch knockout power as well. I still think Walker has more power than Zhang Mingyang. Also, I think Walker has more tools to get the job done. But it seems like he's always getting mean KO'd. It's like you go on a couple fight win streak, get mean KO'd. Got mean KO'd in his last fight. I think was his last fight against Magomed Ankalaev? I think that might have been his last fight. I can't remember if it wasn't. If it wasn't, I don't remember who it was against. I think it was Ankalaev. Could have been Krylov. No, I don't think it was Krylov. But anyway, I think Walker has a chance. You know, he's crazy. He's flashy with his techniques. But I think Mingyang is going to put the pressure, the pace on Johnny Walker. This is not going to go all 5 rounds. As I was saying before I got interrupted, I think Mingyang's trajectory is going up where Johnny Walker's kind of hit or miss if he gets something done. Against the lower level opposition in the light heavyweight division, he's able to get wins and knock people out or go to decision with Anthony Smith. But I think Mingyang, the new breed at light heavyweight, is going to take out Johnny Walker and send him even further down the rankings. Those are my predictions for those fights. Let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think is going to win the main event, Johnny Walker or Zhang Mingyang? Let me know down below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers this year. Drop a like on the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.